Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time this video finds you. It's your boy Jay, and this morning we had a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, and the first thing they showed was Monster Hunter Stories 3. That's right, Monster Hunter Stories 3 is real, and it's looking really good. I'm really liking the setting of the game. No Naviru, which is interesting, but it seems like we're gonna delve further into like human activities, you know what I'm saying? Because like there was like some war going on, and then there's like two Rathalos, they're almost extinct. It's setting up to be a really nice stories game with perhaps a change of pace. It's looking a little more serious than 1 or 2, you know. So I'm really liking the way the actual game itself is looking. I'm very excited to play it, but there isn't too much to talk about here. I mean, we did see Magnum Malo and Ragnar Kadaki, so it's good to see some Rise monsters finally show up outside of their game, you know what I mean? Like, we're here now, they're showing up in spin-offs because, you know, enough time has passed, which is great. That's great, but there's not too much to talk about aside from that. Like, it looks good, the art style looks good, Rise monsters showing up, boom. But this is where I'm gonna pivot a little bit and talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 and Monster Hunter as a franchise in general, right? So a while ago, like before Monster Hunter Wilds release, I was championing like, yeah, put Wilds on the Switch 2, right? But that was back then though. That was back then. That was before I actually got to play Wilds. That was before I actually got my hands on a Nintendo Switch 2. So a lot has changed in the time when I was talking about, yeah, bring Wilds to Switch 2. My opinion has changed. I have gathered more information and I have changed my opinion. I don't want Wilds on Switch 2 anymore. I just don't. It's gone. That ship has passed, right? So I was under the impression when I was first talking about, you know, Wilds possibly making it to Switch 2 that these two things would come out soon. Maybe Capcom has a dev kit for Switch 2 and they can make it work. But having played Wilds and, you know, the release cadence of both the game and the console being kind of far apart, the ship has sailed, okay? Wilds, don't go to Switch 2. I would rather them focus more on optimizing Wilds for our PC brethren and them focusing more on Portable 6th, right? Because Stories 3 is doing everything that I want a Monster Hunter game to do on Switch 2, okay? So it comes out on everything, right? But it's pretty clearly like, okay, we made this around Switch 2, so hopefully they get it running real good on Switch 2, like real good, like maybe a little bit of frame drops here and there, whatever, but get it running real good on Switch 2, and then it's gonna release day and date on everything: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Steam, right? So all of those machines should be able to handle it pretty well if it's here on Switch 2 running well. Great. That is something I also want for Portable 6th, right? Or for the sake of, you know, this conversation, we could call it Rise 2, quote unquote, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want them to focus on Portable 6 and don't even worry about bringing Wilds to Nintendo Switch 2. The ship has sailed, don't even worry about it, right? And the way Monster Hunter Stories 3 could be perfect down to the very last detail is if it doesn't come out on a game keycard. If it comes out on a regular keycard, 64 gigabyte, you drop it in your Switch 2, you play it just like that, boom. I would love that. And if there is some sort of multiplayer component, like I said, the tone of the series is looking a little more serious. I don't know if there's going to be multiplayer in it, but you know, crossplay would be amazing. I'd love to see that. But yeah, don't come out on a game key card on Switch 2. And you know, it looks like built for Switch 2, goes everywhere, day and date, and crossplay. That is my ideal Portable 6th experience when it comes to Monster Hunter on the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, if that is how this goes down, I'd be in heaven, right? Because me personally, I like playing Monster Hunter portably. I like being able to play it in between clients at work in the break room. That's where I do a lot of, back in the Rise and Sunbreak days, I would, do a lot of set building in between clients at work, and then come home and make the video about the armor set that I made, or make the video about hunting this new monster after making the armor set for it, blah 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 blah. It just fits better in my life. That's just me though, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Wilds Switch 2 ship has sailed. I don't want to see it. I don't want Wilds on Switch 2 no more. Optimize it for PC. Focus on getting a good master rank game out there on the other platforms. Optimize it. Get it better. Because Wilds has its own set of problems that it needs to be resolved. And I would hate for them to take manpower and time to try and squeeze this game onto Switch 2 for a kind of port, right? I mean, Digital Foundry showed Wilds running on Series S, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, nah, ship has sailed. Focus on Portable 6th. Focus on Monster Hunter Stories 3, getting it as good as it can be. Get it running really well on Nintendo Switch 2. Release it on every platform day and date. Cross-play. Perfection. And no game key card. Please no game key card. Oh my god. But hey, whatever. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is real, and it's doing exactly what I want it to do. And yeah, so I mean, I was planning on making this sort of video for this Sunday's discussion, you know, like, how do you guys feel about, you know, Wilds just skipping the Switch 2 entirely, and now we're moving on, we're getting Stories 3 in 2026, possibly as a holdover while we wait for Wilds expansion to come out, right? Like, it just says 2026. That's 365 possible days. That's a big window, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Stories 3 looks good. I'm very excited to play it, and I'm very happy with how Monster Hunter is coming to the Switch 2. Wilds, stay over there, get optimized, get better, and focus on cooking Portable 6th so that it could be as good as it possibly could be. I mean, think about it, right? Like, think Monster Hunter World fidelity with the flashy style of a portable game. Ooh, that's what we could be getting on Switch 2. And then it hits with crossplay. Everybody could play with each other. Ooh, that sounds like a good time. That's what I want to see when it comes to the future of Monster Hunter and the Nintendo Switch 2. So comment down below how you're feeling about today's announcement, and let me know, are you in line with my thoughts? Am I tripping? Do you still want to see Wilds come to Switch 2? Hit the comment section down below and let me know your thoughts. As always, people, happy hunting. Peace.